This is ABC7 News at 6. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us tonight. Topping our news at this hour, the Sarasota County former deputy facing charges for stealing from and trying to kill an elderly woman was back in court today.
A motion hearing held for Frankie Bybee. ABC7's Bobeth Yates was there and joins us now with an update on its case. Bobeth?
Yes, a judge heard several motions in the Frankie Bybee case, among them a motion to drop one of the charges. Bybee was charged with a total of 26 counts ranging from attempted murder to exploitation of the elderly, as well as fraud. The sheriff's office began an internal investigation back in December when the 79-year-old woman reported Bybee was harassing her. The deputies say at some point Bybee stole $65,000 by writing checks to himself. He's also accused of trying to kill her while making it look like a suicide. Today, the prosecution informed the courts that they were dropping one of the charges of fraud against Bybee, saying evidence did not show that Bybee committed that particular crime. The other 13 fraud charges still remain intact. The judge also agreed to a motion to declare Bybee indigent, saying evidence presented was shows that he was unable to pay for his attorney fees. Now, a follow-up hearing was set for July 7th. His case is set to go to trial in September. Back to you.
Bobeth, thank you. A man found unconscious and unresponsive in the parking lot of a Northport Walmart has died. Northport police were called to the Walmart on Tamiami Trail last night after customers found the man in a car. First responders worked to resuscitate him. He was taken to a local hospital where he later died. The medical examiner's office is now investigating the cause of death.
New changes to Florida's controversial Stand Your Ground law will make it harder to prosecute people claiming that they used violence in self-defense. Governor Rick Scott recently signed a bill into law that shifts the burden of proof in Stand Your Ground cases. It now requires prosecutors to prove defendants were not acting in self-defense. If prosecutors do not have clear evidence that rules out self-defense, the defendant will not face trial. While some believe it will increase the number of Stand Your Ground cases in the state, others argue it won't have any effect outside of the court system.
But I think average citizen ought to be a little bit concerned that we have somewhat getting back to that Wild Wild West mentality where somebody looks at you wrong, you pull your gun out.
It's not going to increase the number of people that are carrying. It's going to make people think before they use it. It's not going to be like the Wild Wild West where you're going to go out and just take the gun out and use it.
Florida is the first state in the nation to shift the burden of proof. Only 4 of the other 21 states with Stand Your Ground laws mention burden of proof, and all 4 place it on the defendants. The Manatee County School Board met this afternoon to discuss and review several policies.
ABC7's Dwayne Lindo is here with more on what they discussed. Dwayne?
Well, Scott, the board reviewed policy to allow district employees to assist in an internal audit, a continued discussion from earlier this month. School board officials also made it a point to review language throughout certain policies, such as their toxic hazardous preparedness policy, to make sure they were clear and concise. Changes to the student code of conduct was also discussed. The board is looking to review these policies to make sure they're in compliance with new federal guidelines. During the workshop, school board member Charlie Kennedy mentioned the board has to complete the review by the end of the fiscal year, which ends June 30th. Now, in addition to the workshop, there's a school board meeting and public hearing that started at 5:45 p.m. Back to you.
Thank you, Dwayne.
All right, let's check on our weather now with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. A busy afternoon in the skies today, Bob.
Big storms again, heavy rain falling. It's still at this hour, but the story is the lightning has calmed down a little bit. It was very intense at one point near Northport, Port Charlotte, Englewood, and places to the south and west of that. But notice the general trend has been for the intensity of the storms to weaken, but there's still some fairly heavy rainfall near Venice and also stretching up near Osprey. There's still a few lightning strikes there, too. Near the Venetian along I-75, there's Northport now, still getting some light precipitation to moderate rainfall. It was heavy in Braden and Palmetto just about an hour ago. That is starting to weaken as it pushes off toward the west. The general trend has been for these showers to move off to the west. But you'll notice the light rain extends all the way back into Hardee and DeSoto County. So we're going to see some light rain, at least to moderate precipitation at times for the next couple of hours. These cells have lost a little bit of their intensity. Still raining at Anna Maria Island. The tops of these storms on a 3D look only up to about 30,000 feet. Once they go below 30, the lightning production starts to diminish somewhat, but they're still capable of producing 1 or 2 strikes. So keep that in mind. It's not over yet, and a lot of people that get hit by lightning, and it's after the rain is over, and or at least appears to be over. You can see some lightning strikes there just to the southeast of Osprey and also down near Laurel Road. I mentioned the Venetian getting some moderate to heavy rainfall now near Jacaranda Boulevard, too. Temperatures have cooled. One of the benefits of these afternoon showers, cooling temperatures up and down the coast. More rain is in the forecast. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. The Venice City Council tackling 2 big issues this week. One is if residents should have to pay a separate fee for fire services. The other, complaints surrounding festivals.
ABC7's Christopher Brantley explains what they may change.
Good evening. This fire fee issue has been on the books for a while. Council argues it could help solve a problem for the government. But some worry it may cause a problem for residents. Right now, citizens pay for fire services through their taxes. The city would like to create a separate fee for residents to pay on top of their regular taxes. The amount of that fee has yet to be determined.
Once it's established, that money is earmarked for the fire department only. So new councils can't come in and build parks with the money or anything else. It's going to be a bad year for our taxpayers. I really feel bad about that, but we needed to get these things done.
Today's meeting was just the first reading. There will be another opportunity for residents to voice their opinions. Another big topic on Tuesday was festivals being held downtown. Some businesses feel they aren't seeing enough financial benefits from the festivals as they had been promised.
2 of them that were discussed was the Brew Bash, and both of these were in Centennial Park downtown, so it did tie up the entire park. The Brew Bash and the Seafood Festival.
As it stands, a festival only needs to get permission in front of City Council once for a festival that could run 5 years. The city could change that, making it so they have to come in every year so City Council can get better feedback from local businesses. In Venice, Christopher Brantley, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Christopher, thank you. Still to come in your Suncoast News, the Justice Department is responding to a call to action by Congressman Vern Buchanan, why they're now opening a new investigation.
Plus, several baseball players with Suncoast roots are on their way to the big leagues. We'll show you who has been picked in the MLB draft.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce?
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by 1 on any or all numbers and still win.
Download ABC7's official Suncoast weather app onto all your devices so you can stay informed wherever you go. With our full-featured weather app, you get weather alerts, interactive radar maps, current conditions, 10-day forecasts, and weather video from ABC7, all at your fingertips. And it's free. The ABC7 official Suncoast weather app. sponsored by 1 Hour Air. Just search Suncoast WX in the App Store and download yours today. Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
An update now on the biggest Ponzi scheme in U.S. history. The Justice Department is agreeing to Congressman Vern Buchanan's request to review the delay in reimbursing the victims of Bernie Madoff's investment scheme. Madoff pled guilty in 2008 to running the scheme after he allegedly bilked $65 billion from 5,000 investors. About 20% of the victims came from Florida. The Justice Department created a $4 billion fund for victims in 2012, but Buchanan says they haven't received a penny from it. The Deputy Attorney General says victims should be reimbursed as quickly as possible, and he'll look into why the process is taking so long.
Local efforts to research and treat Alzheimer's disease and help those who are battling it getting a boost from the Community Foundation of Sarasota County. The foundation awarding more than $16,000 to 5 organizations here in the Suncoast. More than half of that money will go to the Pines of Sarasota Foundation and Senior Friendship Centers to create programs and provide equipment to help caregivers and care programs for those with the disease. Money will also benefit the Alzheimer's Disease and Related Disorders Association, the Jewish Family and Children's Services of the Suncoast, and the Jewish Housing Council Foundation, which also helps those battling Alzheimer's disease.
Great to hear. And when we come back, Bob will have your full forecast.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Get ready for the most hair-raising event of the summer. Belt Entertainment and the Ringling Museum present international circus superstar Bello Na in Incredibello, a gravity-defying, laughter-inducing, super stunt performance live at the historic Oslo Theater. Don't miss out on the must-see event of the summer, Incredibello, playing June 13th through July 29th. For tickets, visit ringling.org today.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
I was always worried and scared. Mom was in pain. She wasn't going to get any better, and all the trips to the ER were painful for all of us. Then we called Tidewell Hospice, and everything changed. Now she has care in our home when she needs it, surrounded by family. We know we don't have much time left with Mom, but we decided to make the best out of that time. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Detoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com. AND services.com.
Well, big storms again. Great photos sent in to pics at mysuncoast.com. This one from Janet. Right there by the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport, you saw that squall line move in with the big gust front producing some ominous-looking clouds. And this one from David Crimer, who used to call me out at home plate occasionally. I remember playing softball. He's an umpire there at 17th Street boat ramp, or 17th Street, I should say, ballpark, not boat ramp. That's another thing I do, boat once in a while, and that's not good boating right now. It's I-75 right there. Again, a nice shot of the storm clouds raging in. Green Bridge and Palmetto. Jim sending this photo in too to pics at mysuncoast.com. And get a look at this lightning strike. I showed this earlier in the newscasts. This was at Lakewood Ranch just around 5 o'clock. Again, storms rolling in from the east and producing dangerous lightning. Also some gusty winds. No severe weather reported. There are some special marine warnings now in effect across parts of the coastal waters down south into Charlotte Harbor. But it's all a part of this high pressure ridge. High pressure off the coast of Florida continues to bring in this east to southeasterly wind flow, which brings in that tropical moisture, kind of collides with the west coast sea breeze. The convergence sets up, and the storms really tend to explode when the two meet, and that's what happened today. Although we're looking at light to moderate precipitation now as opposed to heavy rain and lightning earlier. Still, there's an occasional lightning strike here and there, but most of the lightning is over as the storms have dropped below that 30,000-foot threshold for the most part. So we're seeing a pretty moderate rainfall to heavy rain at times along Bradenton near Oneiko, stretching down toward Bayshore Gardens. Lakewood Ranch still getting some light to moderate rainfall there, as well as into Anna Maria Island. And Siesta Key now getting some rain. No lightning west of I-75, but a couple of bolts about 5 minutes ago just to the east near. Again, you can see that activity winding down a little bit just to the east, again, of Venetian, and then showers and storms pretty heavy down south. But the general trend will be for light to moderate precipitation to occur here over the next hour or so, and then we'll start to see things calm down. Well, they're looking at this area right now, the National Hurricane Center, keeping an eye on it for some potential. The forecast models are suggesting that we may see a low pressure area develop here over the next 5 days. They're giving it a 20% chance right now of developing over the next 5 days. We'll watch and see what happens. More than likely, if it were to develop, it would head off to the north and possibly to the northwest, but there's still a long way off on that, so we'll just watch it and kind of keep an eye on it. Just kind of gives you the a little bit of a warning saying, hey, listen, make sure that your hurricane supply kit is up to date, as well as you have your plan ready to go if something were to come our way. 73 degrees right now. Dew point is at 71, so it's cooled off quite nicely as a result of these afternoon showers and storms. 91 the high today, a couple degrees above the average. Our low was also above average. Just checked the rain gauge at the airport. Already reporting 69 hundredths of an inch, 7/10 really, so we'll be above average for the year now. After today's rainfall and tomorrow's rain, it's going to keep coming. Showers and storms are expected in the afternoon and evening as a result, again, of that southeasterly wind flow, which we'll see throughout the day tomorrow. It won't be strong, but that southeasterly wind will bring us a chance for showers and storms, and some of those could be moderate to heavy, just like we saw today. And that forecast continues, looks like, over the upcoming days. Well, here's the boating forecast for tomorrow. Seas running 2 feet or less with a light chop out there. That's going to be similar on Thursday and Friday, too. Water temperature now at 84 degrees. The UV index will be a 7. And the forecast tides upcoming. Low tide will be 11:14. Sunset at 8:26 and sunrise at 6:35. Mostly cloudy. The strong storms are over. We'll still see some showers around those. 73, an occasional lightning strike not out of the question. Tomorrow, look for some sunshine in the morning, a few clouds and storms in the afternoon. High of 88. The extended forecast not calling for much change right on in through the weekend and beyond, with a good chance for scattered storms. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. Dozens of local nonprofits had a chance to recruit new volunteers today at a first-of-its-kind volunteer fair in downtown Sarasota. The Sarasota County Library System sponsored the event at Selby Library. A wide range of nonprofits on hand to meet with those interested in joining their organizations. The volunteer manager of Benderson Rowing Park said she was glad to have this inaugural event.
I think it's great that, a lot of these different nonprofits have come out and have been able to showcase, what they can offer to the community, and the response on all of the different community members that are coming in and out of this library has been great.
And now organizers hope to make this an annual event.
A State College of Florida pitcher is a first-round pick of the world champion Chicago Cubs. Brendan Little, taken with the 27th overall pick last night. The left-handed pitcher just finished up his sophomore year at SCF after transferring here from the University of North Carolina. Little led the Manatees with 133 strikeouts and a 2.53 earned run average. He ranks second in the nation in strikeouts. He's considered a power pitcher with a fastball hitting 95 miles an hour.
Well, he's definitely a big part of our club. He was our #1 arm and threw very, very well for us. And you always felt good about him when he was on the mound. So he was a big part of our success, no doubt about it. Baseball experts say might have been the best breaking ball in the draft.
Also drafted today, Sarasota High graduate Dylan Busby, now at Florida State. He was drafted by the Pirates in the 3rd round. And Venice High School grad and current Florida Gator Dalton Guthrie, a 5th-round pick of the Philadelphia Phillies. Congratulations to both.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up, we'll tell you how this young man who lost his life to epilepsy is still helping others.
Tonight, first Comey, now Sessions. The Attorney General testifies about the Russia investigation, the White House, and the 2016 election. As President Trump heads back to the heartland, this is where America turns. World News Tonight with David Muir.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
I dream of the creature by night and by day. Wielding my weapon, I slaughter my prey. 2,000 cash, I'll be rolling in dough. So hey, you big monster, come out from below. So hey, you big monster, come out from below.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Sandra Chapnick has endured one of the greatest sorrows a mother can experience and survived her tragedy by helping others.
ABC7's Linda Carson introduces us to this amazing Suncoast woman.
Sandy Chapnick grew up in Youngstown, Ohio, graduated from Ohio State, and married her husband, Bruce, whom she'd met on a blind date.
I worked as medical technology, teaching medical technology, not in the laboratory. I also taught second-year medical students laboratory procedures.
The couple had a daughter and a son. In 1994, they moved to Sarasota. Josh went to Riverview High, and Sandy became Riverview's volunteer coordinator.
In 1998, I was recognized by the state. I won the Adult Volunteer of the Year for our region in Florida.
She went on to manage the Sarasota County School District's Volunteer and Business Partnership Program and develop and manage the district's Reading Tutor Program. Josh began having epileptic seizures.
His first seizure in 1996 was on the soccer bus and in front of the varsity team. They were on their way to Naples for a game.
The epilepsy hit him hard, but Josh went on to graduate from the University of Pittsburgh, a culinary school in Palm Beach, and to get a second degree in hotel management.
Right before he died, he was working 2 jobs.
When he didn't show up for 2 days, Josh was found dead in his home, killed in a fall during an epileptic seizure. To deal with their grief, Sandra and Bruce started the Josh Provides Epilepsy Assistance Foundation to help others with epilepsy.
We're also providing seizure detection dogs and response dogs, still doing transportation, still doing prescription drugs. We do awareness programs. We try to educate the community.
And they offer the only epilepsy support group in Sarasota. It helps them heal.
To know that you're really bringing comfort and a quality of life back to people. It might not be perfect, but it's better than what it was. And people are very grateful.
And her life lesson?
Help other people. Reaching out to others, I think, has rescued my husband and I. And it really has saved us. This foundation has saved us.
They can do so much to help people who are living with epilepsy. If you'd like more information, go to joshprovides.org. Linda Carson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Linda. I think we hear that a lot, that when something happens to you, if you can reach out to help others who have had the same thing, then it makes you feel, so much more
They're doing
grateful.
great work.
Yeah.
World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
We'll see you tonight at 11.